I promised myself that I would wait until after Furious Fists was out to show a bunch of videos of my updated Pokemon collection. But considering I really don't have anything else to do right now, nothing to upload, nothing to show off to you guys, I decided, well, why not? You know, after Furious Fists, this won't be too updated, so let's just go straight into it. Today, we're going to start off with, appropriately, the very first series, the original series. Stay open. All I'll be showing off here today, that somehow got in between the little pieces of clip, there we go, is the original series beginning with the completed base set. So last time I did this, I did not show off my completed sets because I have those in a completely different video, one video per set, but I decided, you know what, why not? So beginning with the original series, including base set Charizard, have Holos here. Holos end with Zapdos, begin with Beedrill. Non-holo rares, maybe I should move this down so it is a bit more steady on my lap. Here we go. And these are going to be really long videos too, so hold on. Sorry, my little ring gets a little fidgety right there. This is the very first set ever. This entire binder is nothing but original series, which is really awesome. And I am trying to collect the Pokemon binders as well to store my collection in. We'll see how far I get. Base set ends there. Jungle begins here. My jungle collection is interesting because my Snorlax here is actually an error. As you can see right here, it does not have the jungle symbol like all the others do. There was a very small number of these printed, so I'm very happy to have that in my collection. My arm is going to get tired doing this. Oh man. Anyway, so wrapping up jungle here with Pokeball and beginning the fossil set, which is also completed. There's really not much to talk about. If you see any cards that I'm missing, I am always looking to complete every single set ever. Fossil ends with Mysterious Fossil, appropriately. And here begins the Team Rocket set. I'm going to lower my arm just because I cannot keep it in the air for long. So, as you can see, I actually have most of this set complete. All I'm missing are Holos and Rares now. What is that? That's Dark Golbat Holo. That is Dark Hypno Holo. As you can see, I have the Dark Charizard Holo there. Dark Dragonite Holo that I pulled on camera. That is Dark Machamp Holo. That is the Rocket Trap Holo. Non-holo rares begin with Dark Alakazam. That would be the Dark Arbok non-holo rare. Not quite sure. Sorry. Dark Magneton non-holo rare, and Dark Weezing non-holo rare. And I have complete common and uncommon set for the rest of the set. So, just doing 3 at a time. Yeah, this is much better on my arm. So anyway, the way these sets worked, especially the older ones, are they made mini cards, duplicates. What they did was they printed 2 versions of the rares, a non-holo rare and a holo rare. And they did that for basically the first 4 sets or so, for every single set, except for base set. So that's why it's so easy for me to figure out what I'm missing, because just looking at the non-holo alternatives, it's pretty easy to figure it all out. And this set included the very first secret rare, Dark Raichu. Then over here begins the Gym Heroes series, which I have completed commons, uncommons, and trainers for. I'm missing so much I'm not even going to point them all out, but anyway, let's see here. Rocket Scyther and the Rocket Trap is my last holo, beginning with the non-holo rares. And we're into the commons and uncommons now. Actually, uncommons begin with Blaine's Growlithe. So all these are non-holo rares that I have, which is great. And hopefully, as I keep going and I get used to holding this camera and stuff, the quality will improve. I'm sorry, I'm not going to do a few dry runs of this just to make sure it's pretty. That's just a waste of time. And if you guys want to look at some cards in particular, then feel free to pause the video and go back and look in more detail. And of course, you can find pictures of these cards all over the internet. So if you want to know exactly what one looks like or what an attack does and my camera is just a little too blurry or there's too much glare, then just look it up. It's that easy. And of course I have a mixture of first editions and unlimiteds in most of these sets, just because I'm not going after every edition. I'm only going after one card from every set. I feel that's a more realistic goal, and I'm over 2/3 of the way to attaining that goal. I'm at something like 68% of my sets are complete now, so yeah, it's very doable, very fun, very easy. If you know people who have old cards that will be willing to trade for new ones and stuff like that. Coming to the end of the series now. And here, this is a Japanese Sabrina's Gaze, but the real one is behind it. You can kind of see the edge of it right there, but it's in the same sleeve, just behind that. I like the Japanese version better, that's all. And then, of course, over here are the energies. And here we are into the Gym Challenge series. Have quite a few holos. I know for a fact this one right here that I'm missing is Blaine's Charizard. Good luck for me ever getting that right. Some cards over here. My holo collection ends with Sabrina, non-holo Skinner Brock's Dugtrio. And from here on out, I have a complete set as well. So, I have all the commons, uncommons, and trainers, many of the non-holo rares, and some of the holos. It's amazing to me how close I am to completing some of these sets. For example, for a Call of Legends On, that's like the past 20 sets or so, I'm only missing ultra rares, basically. And for these older sets, I'm missing less than 10 cards per set, it feels like. Which is really amazing, considering how old these sets are. These are 15, almost 20 years old. So it's really amazing to see, that I'm able to find most of these in really, really good condition. Most of these, at worst, are excellent. I do have some very poor condition ones, like this Tangela, for example. You see rips, tears, dents. But those are few and far between. So if you feel like wanting to go after all of these sets, feel free. I really don't have any advice for you guys on how to do it. I'm fortunate enough to go to a Pokemon League where many people there have old cards, and they're more than happy to trade, or even give them to me for free. And then after that, it's just a matter of finding those 2 or 3 that you're missing through the internet. Of course, the holos are going to be hardest to get. Holos and better, but it is very doable. And here's another one of those cards, like Sabrina's Gaze. This is Misty's Tears. Of course, this was banned in America. Misty's naked. But same as before, I have the real card behind this one. You can barely see the outline behind it. I just like the Japanese version better. So yeah. And coming to the end of the Gym Challenge series with those energy. And then the final set in this book, base set 2. Technically this goes before Team Rocket, but it just felt like a nice bookend to put it at the back of the collection book. So here we go with the holos again. So I'm very, very excited to show this off to you guys. Hopefully next time I show this binder off, every single card that should be in here will be in here. Meaning I hope by next time I do a collection video, I will have all the sets in here absolutely complete. And, like I said, I'm like 68% of the way to finishing every single set ever. Once Furious Fists comes out, I'm usually very good at getting all but the ultra rares within a very short amount of time. I did the calculations. Once Furious Fists comes out and I get to that point, I'm going to be at 69%. And not to mention all the cards that I get in the meantime, I'm going to hit 70% or more of all my sets complete. Of my master set goal, absolutely done. 70% by the time Furious Fists is out, which is really amazing. Very fortunate to have come this far. I hope to absolutely finish up my collection within 2 or 3 years from now. It may seem like a really long time from now, but from now on, basically all I'm missing are the really hard to get cards, the ones that no one really has and that I'm going to have to actually buy instead of trade for. Someone actually said, you know, they'd love to send me really good cards, but they don't know what I'm missing, so I make a video about it. And that's what this video is for. Like I said, I wanted to post it after Furious Fists, but I figured why bother waiting when I could just do it now. My collection, aside from my black and white non-sets, is not going to change too much between now and then, so why not? And base set 2 is almost over. Just got the last few trainers here, and then ending it all off with the energies. So that does it. I'm sorry if this video was shaky for you guys. My arm is getting really tired. I'm going to have to take a break before I record the next video. Stay tuned for the next week or two. Hopefully I'll have all of my collections posted before Furious Fists pre-release. Hopefully this will hold you over until then. Look at this beautiful Charizard. Fun fact, this used to belong to the Cat's Meowth. If you look at her Master Set video and her complete base set video, this is actually the very card that she shows off. She just got a slightly more mint one that she put in her collection and sold this one to me. So that's pretty awesome. The fact that you look at someone else's videos and see a card that is now in your collection that you know will stay in there forever. So anyway, I'm just going to end with a shot of this Charizard. Thanks everyone so much for watching. If you got all the way to the end of this video, then post the exact words base set Charizard fire. Yeah, base set Charizard fire. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.